The Lord is my shepherd, nothing will lack. These words carry a spiritual force that crosses centuries, transforming hearts, restoring faith, and bringing rest to tired souls. This is not just a poetic phrase, it is a declaration of life, of absolute trust, of total delivery. When David wrote this psalm, he was not in a palace surrounded by abundance. On the contrary, it was often in the desert, surrounded by dangers, facing enemies, living pressures that most of us could not stand. Still, he was unshakable. God was his pastor. And because God was his pastor, he could affirm with all the conviction of his soul, "Nothing will lack me." This verse does not say we will never have problems. It does not say that we will never miss something to the human eyes. He's saying that even in the midst of chaos, the presence of the pastor supplies everything. To have the Lord as a pastor is to have the source of all provision, direction, security, comfort, protection, and love. It's understanding that no matter the scenario, if God is present, then everything is in place. The sheep do not need to understand to trust. They just follow the pastor's voice. They rest because they know that he who guides them knows where he is going. This is the key to rest. It is not knowing the future, but knowing who is conducting the walk. When David said, "The Lord is my pastor," he used a personal term. He said not only, "The Lord is a pastor," or "The Lord is the pastor of Israel." He said, "My pastor." This shows an intimate, straightforward, deep relationship. God is not a distant being in heaven, looking from afar. He is near. He walks along. He knows every detail of our life. He knows when we need to stop, when we need to move, when we need special care. He does not act in mass. He acts in a personalized way. He knows his name. He knows what you feel now. He knows the tears no one sees, the fears you hide, the dreams you have buried. And he, like a loving shepherd, wants to restore his hope, renew his strength, and guide you for a new time. Nothing will miss me. This is one of the boldest statements in the Bible, because it's easy to say this when it's all right. But the power of this sentence is precisely to be spoken in the middle of the battle, in the valley, the scarcity, the loss, in pain. This is where this phrase becomes a shield. Nothing will miss me. Perhaps money is lacking support, lacking health, lacking recognition, lacks solution, but if the presence of God is not lacking, then, deep down, nothing is missing. Because what sustains our lives are not things, it is the presence. The people of Israel spent 40 years in the desert without missing anything because God's presence was with them. It had cloud during the day, fire at night, bread that fell from the sky, water of the rock. Everything that was necessary came from the pastor. And today, this promise is still alive. When we trust the Lord as our pastor, we learn to rest, not because we have all the answers, but because it has. Not because we have control, but because it has. True peace does not come from the absence of problems, but from the presence of the pastor. He guides us by safe ways, though they seem strange. He leads us to green pastures, even if the route is arid. He knows what he's doing even when we don't understand. Our role is to trust, follow your voice, rest in your care. David, being a shepherd himself, knew exactly what he was saying. He knew that sheep are fragile, vulnerable, defenseless. They have no claws, no sharp spot, no sense of direction, depend entirely on the pastor. And David stands in this place of dependence. He does not try to show himself strong or self-sufficient. He recognizes that without God, he would be lost. And it is this humility that leads you to live the greatest miracles. When we recognize ourselves as sheep, we make room for the pastor to take control and take us to the best place. God takes care of all areas of our lives. He does not only take care of our spirit, it takes care of the mind, emotions, health, finance, family, relationships, future. His care is complete. Nothing escapes your gaze. When David says he makes us rest in green pastures, he's talking about provision, food, rest. When he speaks of quiet waters, he is talking about peace, refrigeration. When he says he refrigerates his soul, he is talking about inner healing. When he mentions the valley of the shadow of death, he is saying that even at the darker time, the pastor's presence remains the comfort. And when he speaks of the table in the presence of enemies, he is saying that God is able to honor his children even in the face of opposition. All of this begins with a declaration of faith. The Lord is my pastor. This must be our daily stance. Wake up every day and declare, Lord, today I don't know what I'm going to face, but I know you are my pastor, so nothing will lack me. When we put it as the base of our day, we face everything with another perspective. Problems may come, but they do not shake us. The doors may close, but they do not despair. Battles can be intense, but do not knock us down. Because the Lord is the one who guides each step. He goes ahead, paving the way. He is next door, holding our hand. He is behind, protecting us. He is above, covering us. He is inside, strengthening us. And where the Lord is, nothing is missing. You may be going through a difficult time. You may feel lost, tired, abandoned. Perhaps you are without direction, without mood, without hope. But today God is reminding you, I am your pastor. I am with you. I know your way. I didn't leave you. I didn't abandon you. You may be in the valley, but you are not alone. You may be crying, but I'm wiping your tears. You may not understand now, but I have prepared an end of honor for you. Just trust, just rest, just listen to my voice. This soft, powerful voice calls you by name. This voice that calms storms is saying, son, daughter, I am your pastor. And if he is our shepherd, we can say with all the faith of our hearts, nothing will lack. Everything may be missing around us, but the grace will not be missing. There will be no shortage of provision. There will be no shortage of direction. There will be no lack of help. There will be no lack of love. There will be no lack of peace. Today, take this truth to yourself. Make it your shield, your base, your answer to each challenge. When the doubt comes, say, the Lord is my pastor. When fear beats, say, nothing will miss me. When the enemy tries to make you give up, remember, who cares for you is the Almighty God, the faithful pastor, the constant friend, the safe refuge. And if you feel away from this care, come back today. The pastor is waiting for you. He will pick you up, carry you on your lap, bring you back to the fold. He will heal his wounds, restore his soul, renew his joy. He didn't give up on you. He's calling you now. Return to the pastor's arms. Pray with faith, with delivery, with sincerity. Say, Lord, I recognize that you are my shepherd. Forgive me for the times I tried to walk alone. Forgive me for trusting myself more than in yourself. Today, I surrender. I give my life, my heart, my fears, my decisions, my ways, all to you. It is worth it, even when I don't understand it. This is the truth that needs to be engraved in your heart. The Lord is your pastor. He is the one who cares, guides, protects, feeds, consoles, restores. And if he is his shepherd, then nothing, absolutely nothing, it will lack.